Hey guys, I'm Dib, and welcome to part 2 of the Simple Calculator program. If you haven't seen part 1, go back real quick and watch that one, because in that one we showed you how to create the total text, the +1 and -1 buttons. So go back and do that. So now that we're here, okay, let's open up the source folder and open up the main activity.java file. And here we're going to create a couple variables. So the first variable is going to be a type integer, so type int, and then the variable name. So the variable name is going to be total, and that's just a variable name that we just made up. I mean, it could be anything. You can call it that, and that's a variable name. But to make it make sense, we're going to call it total. Okay. Integer is a whole number, like 1, 2, 3, 4. It can't be like 3.14 or even 5.0. It has to be a whole number. And then the next variables that we're going to make are for the plus and minus. So the variable type is called button, and the variable name is going to be called plus. Okay. The button type here, can you notice, we have a little error here, and it's because button cannot be resolved to type, and that's because we need to add the button widget to our code here. So notice when we click that, Eclipse brought this in automatically here, the import widget button code. So we could have typed that in initially, but it's just easier just to type it in or just to click it. Okay, and then we're also going to have a button variable type called minus, so we can just add that in the same line. And then we have a text view variable type, and let's call it display. Okay, and now if you notice, we get the same sort of error here. So if you click it, it has an option here to import text view widget. Let's do that, and it popped it in right here. So these two here got added by Eclipse for us. So we could have typed these in, but it's just easier to click it and make it go in there. So now what we need to do is come down here right below our set content view here, and we're going to initialize total to be 0. So we're going to say total equals 0, and that just tells the computer that total is equal to 0. Now we're going to initialize the other variables, the plus, minus, and display variables. So come in here and you can say plus equals button, and then find view by ID, and then you type r.id, and then you can either type it in or just come down here and find it, and this is our B plus. And then we'll do the same thing for our minus. It's also a button type. Find view by ID, and find view by ID, that has got to be spelled. Actually, okay, the F in find has to be lowercase, and then the V in view, B in by, and I in ID have to be capital, or it just doesn't work. And then we'll do the same thing here, and this is going to be for minus. Boom. And then we have to do it for our display. This one here is type text view, find view by ID, r.id. And that was the total. Yeah. Okay. That basically initialized our variables and assigned the variables to what type they were. So watch part 3 and we'll finish it up. We're going to link these variables to the actual buttons and make the program work. So see you next time. Bye.